Let's start all over.
What? My first one was good.
I know, but let's start all over.
No, I don't want to start all over again.
3.
No. Start from where you were.
Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest, my boyfriend Nick, also known as the non-vegan boyfriend.
I have returned for my second video.
Yes.
I was forced.
And many more to come. Today we're going to be sharing some tips on how to date a vegan. You know, I know there's both vegan men and women out there that just don't know how to date someone that isn't vegan, or they think it's impossible. And I know there's some people that they just don't want to date someone that's not vegan for ethical reasons, and I get that 100% and I respect it. But for me, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and not saying that you were my only choice, but no, but like there's no vegans here. I think I'm the only vegan in this whole like state at this point.
Big white guys don't come very often.
So I was vegan before I met Nick, and we met online. I guess we'll tell you guys about that. And yeah, I guess it just came up naturally, right? Like, how did the whole vegan thing come up? I think it just came up. I don't know, I think we were going to eat somewhere and... No, because we met at the park with the dogs.
Yeah, but I don't even think we discussed it by then. I don't think we discussed it.
No, you knew before then. I gotta look back at those DMs. But I know I would always say that I'm vegan. Like that's one thing, if you're vegan and you're talking to someone that isn't vegan, I would bring it up right in the beginning. Just because some people are weirded out about it, or they just don't think it will work. So instead of wasting anyone's time, just tell them from the beginning and go from there.
Because vegans get kind of scary, I know. It's all right.
Yeah, we get scary. So we do have some questions. We posted it on Instagram and Facebook, and we did get about like 10-15 questions in that you guys wanted us to answer. We will get to that in a second. We have so much more also in common, and you know, he respects me and my decisions, and he understands, so that's why I think it also works as well. It's not like a ongoing argument about it, and also he knows I'm very passionate. It's not just a phase. I feel like a lot of people, when you first say, oh, I'm vegan, they're like, oh, she'll be vegan for 5 minutes. You know, I've been vegan now for 2.5 years, and I don't think I'm ever gonna be non-vegan. So him knowing that, you know, I think that makes it easier, because he knows like, okay, this is
until my theory comes to play.
What theory? What theory? What theory?
I told you your theory.
Oh, shut up.
Come back
he thinks that, you know, after we get married and once we start planning for kids, that once I'm pregnant, then he thinks, oh, that she'll become, I'll start eating, that I'll be craving meat or whatever. I don't know, something like that, which is total BS. That is not gonna happen. I want my baby to be as healthy as possible. But is there anything else?
Nope, I'm ready for some questions.
All right, so let's get into these questions. I had to put them on my phone just because I did not wanna, well, not that I didn't have index cards, and it was just too late for me to get them. Okay, so the first question is, Nick, what did you first think when Stephanie said she was vegan?
What did I think? Well, I knew what veganism was. I didn't know how long she had been doing it for, if she was gonna stick with it, yada yada yada. But me, myself, I always cook my own meals, so from the get-go I didn't think it was gonna be that big of an issue, because she could eat her own foods. I already cook my own foods because I meal prep for my own enjoyment and working on my physique. But I didn't think from the beginning it would be too much of an issue. We found ways around it so far, so everything's been good.
And now for the second question, it says, how hard is it always having to cook separate meals? And I guess that's kind of what you had just said. I don't cook meat. That's one thing I told him from the beginning. I will never cook you meat. Like, I don't even want to touch it. So sometimes I do like a tofu dinner for us, or like Spanish rice or vegan empanadas, things like that, and he does enjoy them, so he eats what I do cook. But for the most part, we both meal prep separately, and that's what we eat, so we don't have to worry about each other's foods and who's cooking what. We just cook our own food.
And I also don't have to worry about my food going missing in the fridge. It's great.
Yeah, I would never touch his food. So. Okay, so the third question. Is it hard watching him eating things that you once ate, and do you ever crave those things? No, it's not. I never crave them, and it's not hard or whatever. Usually when he has his own plate, he's on the other side and I have my own stuff. I don't even think about it. The whole thing about craving, that doesn't even happen ever. I don't know if you guys have watched my previous videos, but just after all the documentaries and, you know, seeing all the animals and all that factory farming, you know, when I look at me, it's something with the animals' eyes. I remember seeing, and you could tell that they know they're gonna die. And that, every time I look at me, I remember that. So it's like, when my dogs look at me when they're in pain, I know. So when I see these animals, that's why I just don't crave meat or ever think of having meat because of that. So that's a big no for me. Do you ever crave my tofu?
I don't crave it, but I don't mind eating most of it.
Okay. Yeah, he does pick at my tofu. And his dad too. You know, one time his dad, I was eating my food and he comes with his hands and grabs my tofu, remember that? And then starts eating it. So I guess that was funny, but I don't ever do it to him, so he always has his full meals. Do you ever get to eat at a vegan restaurant as a couple? Well, out here there's really not, right? There's not 100% vegan restaurant.
There's nothing really around our area, but when we do travel, there are some places that are full vegan, which we do eat at.
Yeah, no, I actually have to say we were in New York for like a little romantic getaway, and Nick actually did his research. He looked up this like all vegan breakfast spot, and it was actually really good. Like, I remember I was so stuffed and I was so like impressed. I was like, oh, he found an all vegan place for me, you know. So unfortunately we don't live somewhere that is a very populated area, like a big city. We live in a little town, so I just work with what's around, but there's no vegan 100% restaurants here. All right, someone wrote, how do you share the same fridge? Well, we have a big monster fridge. So basically I would say
the bottom half and the middle is mine, and then she takes the rest of the middle and the top.
Yeah, and then we
pretty
have
much split in half.
Our separate stuff. He worries about his shelves, I worry about my shelves.
Same thing with the cabinets.
Yeah, cabinets too.
We all have our own spots, so we just pretty much split everything evenly.
It sounds like we have a line through everything.
Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah. Do you kiss him while he's eating? No. Like, if he's in the middle of eating.
Sometimes she does.
That's a lie.
Sometimes.
I would never kiss you in the lips. I'll kiss you in the forehead.
No.
That's
I'll
a lie.
finish chewing and you'll kiss me.
No,
Yeah.
that is not true.
Yes, that
I
is
never
true.
do.
Yes, she
no,
does.
I don't.
She's lying.
Babe, no, I don't,
She's
because you
liar.
you even say. No, I'm not lying. I know this is, babe, when you're eating, I say, okay, bye, I'll kiss you here or even on your neck sometimes, and I'll keep
I'll have a
eating.
nice cup of milk with it dripping off my lip.
Yeah, that's such a lie. Stop lying. Okay, he's obviously lying. And you drink mostly almond milk now.
Like I'm lying.
Yes, it is.
No.
Okay, tell them that you're lying before it does it. I don't do that.
Okay, I'm lying.
He wants people to be like, oh, she's not. And that's one thing I do have to say a little bit. Like, I know a lot of people are gonna probably judge me, especially. That's one thing about being vegan that's so hard, is that a lot of the other vegans are very judgmental. So I know I probably will get some comments that will be like, oh, how could you date a non-vegan and stuff like that, but
Get ready for the backlash.
but I mean, we work it out, we're happy, so I really could care less what anyone thinks. How do you choose what's for dinner when he wants steaks or burgers?
Well, that's pretty much answered in the previous questions.
Yeah,
we separately eat anyway. If we
Yeah.
go somewhere to eat, she picks what she eats, I eat what I eat.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't make a difference. We work our way around it.
Yeah, so that's not like an issue with food. We got a lot of food questions more. And I want to let people know being vegan isn't just food. That would just be plant-based diet. I don't have makeup, soap, all that stuff is all vegan that I use as well. So it's not just food. Nick, have you bought anything that is vegan for yourself that you didn't buy before, Stephanie? Yeah.
Like,
The vegan soap that you go to
well,
flea market.
that's really the only thing.
The almond milk you buy once in
I
a
always
while.
bought almond milk though. I always switched that up because almond milk's just less fat than regular milk.
Oh.
But I've always bought almond milk. It's interchangeable with milk for me. I probably would say I'd buy it more often now than I used to. But yeah, vegan soap I switched to. The all natural soap, I enjoy it a lot better. Especially the place we go to has a whole bunch of different scents and
he's
kinds of
always
soaps.
smelling himself after he uses the soap. He's like, oh wow, I smell like pumpkin spice or whatever.
Like, I'll make sure I smell good.
Yeah. Okay, next question. If you guys are sexual, what brand of condoms do you use if regular condoms are not vegan? And I was kind of shocked that we got that. I was like, oh wow, okay. But I got the box ready here. We use Sir Richards. They're 100% vegan. You can see there, vegan certified. So this is the brand we got it from Amazon. So if you want to look that up and order it, then you can. And it's not like regular latex, you know, so it's no issue. But we
It
make
all
it work.
feels the same.
Yeah. How hard is it to find Stephanie chocolate? Oh, that's you.
Well, really all she can have is
Dark chocolate.
dark chocolate around here, and that's just me. Even all dark chocolates aren't the same. I really have to look into the ingredients. Although Steph has showed me an app that you can just scan the barcodes and it lets you know if it's vegan or not.
I'll put the app right
Which
here. Actually.
I didn't start using until a little while ago. I used to just read it. But there's a lot of ingredients that I don't know that are not vegan, and it's just safer to use the app because right away it tells me if it is or not.
Yeah.
But it's not difficult. If you go to the supermarket, you scan a couple, you'll find one that's vegan.
Yeah, but I'm not a
She
big
doesn't really
chocolate
eat chocolate
person
that much anyway,
anyways. Like even back then, I never really ate
She's
chocolate.
more of an alcoholic.
No, I'm not. You're such a liar. No, I'm not. Alright. Nick, do you ever cook vegan food?
I'm afraid that I'm gonna mess it up.
Yeah, I had to think about that one. No,
I'm afraid I'm gonna mess it up.
And then I will never shut
I
up
have
about
to
it.
sit down with her mom and have
Yeah.
before I even attempt that. Let's go with
That's
that.
funny. He did make me a vegan cake for my birthday. I was so shocked, and it was actually really good. So I think he's so cute.
Gotta go out of my way all the time.
But it's for good reasoning. Okay, Stephanie, is it hard eating at Nick's family's house since they aren't all vegan? Well, none of them are vegan.
Don't lie.
No, like your dad, he made, don't
lie.
Shut up. His dad made me an eggplant thing once, and that was really good. But for the most part, I usually bring my own food. My mom lives like 5 minutes down the road from his parents' house, and my mom cooks every night.
You need to get a new watch. It's like 2 minutes.
Huh?
Your mom's is like 2 minutes away, not 5.
I'll say no, like with traffic and stuff.
Traffic, yeah.
I'm like, a new watch? Why? What does my watch say? But whatever. So it's like right there. So I can just go. Usually I'll call her. She'll get a plate ready. I'll go grab my plate and then just go to his parents' house. And then
My
like.
dad likes to just give her lettuce.
Oh yeah,
He
one
pulls out the
day
lettuce.
he brought out a bag of lettuce.
Here's
He
your
was like,
food.
"Can I give you this?" And I was like, no. And his Aunt Liz and Uncle Sal, when I go to their house all the time, they like made me a vegan pizza once. and like they did this like veggie platter thing, so they like really hook it up for me too. So I don't have an issue ever going to any of his family's house, even your grandma the one time.
No, they all know now, so they all try to go out of their way to do something.
Yeah, so that's no issue for me. We make it work. Like, I feel like all the questions we've been saying that. Nick, are you ever embarrassed to tell people Stephanie is vegan?
Oh God, where do I even begin?
Shut up.
All the time.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it drives me crazy.
You don't even tell anyone.
I'm so scared to tell them.
Shut up.
Questions galore. When people ask me, a lot of people, when I first tell them, a lot of people don't even know what a full vegan is, so I have to explain everything, that it's no animal products, no animal byproducts, everything like that.
Yeah, because they think it's vegetarian.
They think it's just, oh, she can't eat meat. They're like, oh, can she have fish? Can she have this? Can she have that? No, she can't have any of it. But a lot of people are like, wow, man, how do you do that? I'm like, we just eat separately. It really isn't a big deal. It's just like when I used to live at home, even though they were cooking meals, I was still making my own meals. It's not really like anything changed for me.
That's a no issue. All right, so now the last question, and he didn't want to add this, but I had a sticker, so I said, you don't have to add it. I'll just put the sticker to add it. It says, Nick, do vegans taste better than meat eaters? And we found this at a veg fest, so this is, so that's the answer.
And we're not talking about vampires.
No. We're just gonna leave it at that because we don't know what age group is watching, so we won't get into that too much. But yeah, so that was all the questions that we had. We're gonna do more videos together. Let us know some ideas that you might have. If there's any questions we didn't go through, write it down in the comment below. And yeah, I think we kind of went through everything.
She only does these once in a while because she doesn't like me stealing her thunder.
Oh, shut up. Although the vegan protein powder tasting thing that I did with him has the most views on my channel.
I mean, look at this face.
Oh, shut up. No. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do it with
And
me.
keep on flexing.
No, a thumbs up and subscribe. And yeah, if you guys, or even if you guys are talking to a vegan and don't know what to say or need some tips, write to us. We'll be more than happy to guide you through it if you need any help, right?
Yeah.
We could be helpers.
Hope you guys enjoyed and learned something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, hopefully you still love us. And we will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.
Toodles.